Hey guys, and we are here for a cup of Joe with Will, and we
Yep.
are broadcasting this live stream live to you guys on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com slash Pilot TV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube and Twitch, so make sure you guys are checking those out, as you can send in a little message, and if you do so, we'll be shooting you out a little bit of luck.
Oh yeah, and speaking of those shiny new Pilot TVs, we just sent out a bunch to a ton of new locations. And speaking of those new locations, we got a list of us right in front of us. And those locations that just got them installed are Thumper Pond Resort, the Woodshed Bar and Grill, the Dugout Bar and Grill Dent, Silver Moon Lodge, Starbuck VFW, Super Bowl, as well as Hay Creek Campground. So congratulations to all those locations, getting those shiny new Pilot TVs. We wish you guys a little bit of extra luck on all these games of bingo we have ahead of us.
Yeah, super awesome to see those locations, and hopefully we see some more of your guys' locations getting those Pilot TVs. But if you're watching right now, we got some jackpots to watch out for on today, and so make sure you guys are coming out during these games from 12 all the way till 1 o'clock. That's when we're getting to some Vikings bingo 25-cent card edition, where you were not able to give out the jackpot the past 2 days. You've been trying to give it out.
I attempted.
Yeah,
I
and
tried.
just could not do it. But that means it is a great jackpot for you guys this Friday. $32,917 that Will is going to pass the baton off to me for to try and give it out in 52 balls or less. Should be some great stuff from 12 to 1 today.
Oh, yeah, and right after that, going on from 1 all the way till 4, and again from 4 all the way till 6, we've got our Game Day Bingo 50-cent cards. You guys definitely want to stick around for that. That major is starting off today at $1,833, and you guys can take that home in 49 balls or less.
Yeah, and it's super close to clicking up, because as soon as it hits $2,000, it clicks up from 49 to 50 balls or less. But that final highlight jackpot of today, and it's a good one, Skull Bingo. It's the $1 edition, and the coverall is sitting at $18,782 that you guys could take home in 50 balls or less. All of them really, really great jackpots, but we had some really, really great jackpots go out yesterday, and all of them were over. I mean, we had 2 over $5,000 jackpots and 1 over $1,000 jackpot. Was just a really nice day for that money amount.
Oh yeah, that first one went out to JLR over at Beck's Pub, taking home $7,277.
Yeah, the largest jackpot of that Thursday. Good job, JLR. But I mean, hopefully today we can give out even larger ones. I got my fingers crossed for that 32,000. But the next jackpot that went out on Thursday went out to Cujo over at Neeson's Riverside Sports Bar, taking home $1,481. Not a bad jackpot for the smallest jackpot of the day.
Oh yeah, next up, and our second largest jackpot of the day went out to K's over at HR Pesties, taking home $5,976, getting closer to $6,000 on that one.
Definitely some awesome jackpots. I mean, 7,000, 1,000, 5,000 for those jackpots going out yesterday, and we're hoping for some big ones today. So make sure you guys are coming out in just, I mean, about 20 minutes from now, 30 minutes from now, I should say, where you guys are going to be getting into that Vikings bingo, which I'm going to be highlighting all this broadcast, $32,000 available. But if you guys are not playing our live bingo, we have a bunch of great bingo games that you can play. One of our newest eTab bingo games you can play is Van Gogh Dough. You guys can check in on Facebook and let us know how you like that gallery bonus after you check it out, because it's super, super fun.
Oh yeah, it's a ton of fun. And if you guys need a reason to stick inside and play some pilot games, we're looking over at the weather, and we're looking at Lakeville, Minnesota currently, as it's going to be around 31 degrees today. That's right, it's going to be under freezing.
Yeah.
And with those winds are going to be north to northwest at around 15 to 25 miles an hour. With those higher wind gusts possible, it's going to be pretty humid, around 67% humidity, and that sunset hitting bright and early at 4:48 p.m. today.
Oh, wow. So it is going to be cold. It is going to be windy. And you guys are going to want to stay inside, as it's only getting colder into the night, as it's going to be overcast skies with a low of 23 degrees. Winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So those winds will cool down after that day, but should be a pretty chilly one where you guys can stay inside, stay warm, and play a little bit of pilot games. And as you guys, as we're mentioning, playing Pilot games. From 12 to 1, we're playing that Vikings bingo. 25 cents card and $32,917 is available in that game that you can win in 52 balls or less. But not only can you take home that great prize in Vikings bingo, you also earn points towards our lunchtime bingo standings, which we like to call the Twiking Zone, since it's the combination of the points you earn during Twins and Vikings bingo.
Oh, yeah, and on the player side of those standings, we had a pretty cool switch-up starting things off. And in 7th place, previously in 8th, we have T-Bone over at Poppers, tying things up with 7th place Kirby, who's over at American Legion Fridley. They are both now tied with 142,000 points.
Yeah.
And they're actually not too far behind 6th place Tez, who's over at Poppers, with 148,000 points.
Yeah, definitely some close races there, as they're all within that 140,000 point mark. And so we'll see if any shakeups can happen. Do you have a player that you're going to be seeing if they're out there today between that tie, or if you think Tez is going to be getting some big wins today separating?
Oh, I think we're going to be seeing Kirby kind of move away from T-Bone in that tie and start moving towards Tez.
All right, I'll do the hot take that T-Bone is the one that breaks out of that tie, as T-Bone is a big-time player. But on to some other really nice races, as we have a close race in our 200,000 point club. Our entire top 5 are kind of racing 5th through 2nd place. 5th place is Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 217,000 points. With 223,000 points, only 6,000 points ahead of Simbob. In 4th place, we got Loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar. Now a 20,000 points ahead, but still not out of reach for a Loser Dave. In 3rd place, we got Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 244,000 points. And with 259,000 points, just over 10,000 points ahead of Dan. In 2nd place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley. But the person who's really leading that, and I think is starting to become an unquestioned, we think he's going to win the championship in this game. It's Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's, who has an over 100,000 point lead with 360,000 points.
Oh, yeah, good job to all of our players in those player standings. But on the location side of things, where these players are all supporting, we actually didn't have any switch-ups in these standings. But we do have a bunch of close races that we want to highlight for you guys. Kicking things off on the back half of these standings in 10th, we have Lakefront Bar in the center with 165,000 points. Only 4,000 points behind 9th place Steve-O's, who's over in Crystal, with 169,000 points. Definitely a close race there.
Oh, yeah, and these close races kind of come in bunches, as 8th place and 7th place are kind of racing, as well as Halfley's Bar in Richmond has 178,000 points, and Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids has 186,000 points. Only 8,000 points separating those two locations. And as we know, if you have multiple players at that location playing that lunchtime bingo, you can get those points in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. It looks like there seems to be bunches of 2 all battling it out in these standings. As in 6th place, over at VFW Blaine, currently sitting with 290,000 points, is only 7,000 points behind 5th place, our place on 3rd and Faribault, currently sitting with 297,000 points.
Yeah. Once you get into the top 4, though, it starts to become a little bit bigger gaps in those things. As 4th place, we got Poppers in Virginia with 436,000 points, 467,000 points for Corky's Bar South Haven. In 3rd place, a 30,000 point jump up there. And then you got a full 100,000 point jump up when you get into that top 2.
Oh, yeah. Kicking things off in 2nd place in the 500,000 point club, it's American Legion Fridley with 565,000 points. But in 1st place in the 600,000 point club, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 631,000 points, only about 30,000 points away from having that 100,000 point lead.
Yeah, really, really cool stuff. We'll see if any locations can creep closer or build some bigger leads in today's lunchtime bingo, which you guys will be trying to win $32,000 in. But if you guys aren't playing our live bingo, make sure you're checking out our e-tabs. We have over 70 different charitable e-tab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds available in those games. It's super, super fun stuff. Now, which e-tab would you select to play Call of Duty with?
Call of Duty with.
Yes.
That's an interesting one.
I know. The new Call of
Ooh.
Duty just came out, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty recently.
Yeah, just came out recently. So, you know, a bunch of people are playing Call of Duty right now.
Yeah.
So which of the E-tabs would you play Call of Duty with?
I'm going to go with Cash Chaos.
Cash Chaos. That
Yeah.
would be a good one. I'm going to go with, what's the one with the Founding Fathers?
Oh, is that Make It Rain?
Make It Rain. Yes, that is Make It
Yeah.
Rain.
Yeah.
Make It Rain is the one with the Founding Fathers. So I'm going to choose Make It Rain. I play Call of Duty with the Make It Rain guys.
I think
It would blow their mind.
yeah, I think Benjamin would have a blast.
Yes, he would. He
Yeah.
totally would. He'd be like, "You guys use my electricity for this?"
Yeah.
Like
He'd be going crazy.
He'd be like, "This is so cool."
Oh yeah, he was a big partier too, so
Okay.
yeah, he'd have a blast.
Yeah, I feel like I could get him behind that.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely some interesting stuff there. So make sure you guys are checking out all the different E-Tab games we have available because there's so many different themes that you can choose from.
Oh yeah, but if you guys want to stick to our regularly scheduled bingo, we have a ton of bingo going on right after our Vikings bingo, going from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock. You guys start off with some game day bingo action with that minor jackpot starting off at a clean slate for you guys at $0 at that 52 ball count. Not to worry, in that first game, that ball count will be clicking up after that first one, and that monetary amount should be going as well. There's also a major prize for you guys starting the day off at $1,833. You guys can take home in 49 balls or less. And there's that mega jackpot kicking the day off at $10,000. You guys can take home in 45 balls or less. And not to worry about that one. That one should be pretty easy to go out because we've seen players take it home in 44 balls.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened on Fridays just like today.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you guys are coming out from 1 to 4 to play some game day bingo, but also come out for our happy hour to play some more game day bingo. We start off our happy hour with a little bit of Lucky 4 bingo, and surprisingly enough, it starts off at 4 p.m. We have 44,000 available in that game, and so it's feeling really lucky as we got
Oh, yeah.
fours all over the place.
Oh, yeah,
For-
44.
Yeah,
Too easy.
definitely some great stuff. So make sure you guys are coming out today for that Lucky 4 bingo. And if we don't give it out at the 4 p.m. opportunity, you'll have another opportunity at 6 p.m. to end off that happy hour. But in between then, you'll get 23 games of that game day bingo, where if any of those prizes didn't go out while you were playing from 1 to 4, they'll be growing and rolling into that 4 to 6 time for some really, really nice opportunities. That minor prize always super nice because
Oh,
every
yeah.
single game it gets played, it clicks up 2 balls until it goes back, it goes out and goes back to that 52 ball count. So super fun stuff. Make sure you guys are coming out for all of that morning bingo. But even after our live streams, we have great bingo after as well.
Oh, yeah, going from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock tonight. That's right, 4 hours uninterrupted. You guys are going to be playing some Skull Bingo. Ooh. During those times, you guys will be going after a line prize. Starting off the day at $73, you guys can take home in 10 balls or less. That large frame prize is at $495. You guys can take home in 43 balls or less. And that coverall prize that you guys can always take home in 50 balls or less is currently sitting at $18,782. Definitely something you guys want to check out with Skull Bingo running from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Skull Bingo being some of my favorite games is they have
Oh,
3
yeah.
jackpots available at all times. The ball count never changes, so you can always win them. It's super fun. But we do have a specialty night coming up in just 2 days, and that is our Vikings game day. It's coming to you guys this Sunday at noon as the Vikings take on the Bills this Sunday. Should be a lot of fun as we're going to be playing some lunchtime bingo, a little bit of game day bingo, all the way up until that halftime, which should be a blast. Now, you guys can earn PGL points on that day if you fill out the e-tip boards before that game gets started. Once that game gets started, you're out of luck and no more PGL points to be won, but should be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, but we also have some specialty nights running throughout the week in case you guys want to earn some of those PGL points. The first of which is our MegaSota game night. That starts off for you guys at 6:40 every single Tuesday. It's your guys' only chance to catch Nikki and Tony, leading you guys through a ton of PGL action up until their grand finale game of Jackpot Jungle. We're in 54 balls or less. You guys can take home a whopping $50,043.
Yeah, make sure you guys are coming out next Tuesday for that 50 grand jackpot. But then the following day, that's when me and you have our specialty night, and that is Wild Wednesday. Happens 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and we give out a bunch of PGL points. We have a really fun high and low game. Do you have a favorite game that we play in that?
Ooh, Blingo Bingo.
Blingo Bingo. That is a great selection.
yeah.
I'll go with a little top dog action. I think all of them are super fun. And our grand finale is a little bit of Wipeout Blackout, which is very similar to Skull Bingo if you're a fan of that. So make sure you guys are coming out for that Wild Wednesday MegaSota game night and this weekend's Vikings game day.
Oh, yeah, and if you guys want to earn those PGL points while you guys are earning all that cash, you guys got to make sure you're signed up at pgl.world and become a member of our league. Those PGL players compete for points as well as having access to insider information, which includes a monthly newsletter that has a ton of great information in it. So make sure you guys are signing up at pgl.world. And while you guys get signed up, you guys get put on our new member spotlight where we give you guys a little bit of extra luck and see if we can't get you guys on those standings.
Oh, yeah, and here's a little bit of luck. Out to Disco Funk, Kelly, Crazy C, Mama P, Dean Amy, Paul, Littlefoot, Sherbert, Janet 46, Nick 1537-3, G Nick, Mighty Joe Young, T Mills 88, J Guns 03, Manaf 18, Roland 59, J Haycraft, Baba Booey, and Flash Golf.
Oh, yeah, good job to all those players getting signed up at the PGL. We can't wait to hopefully see you guys on those standings. We have 10 players already on these standings that have been duking it out all season long. And starting off in these standings in 10th place, we got Big Dog over at Charlie Sports Bar and Grill with 874,000 points. 9th place, we got Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 885,000 points. 8th place is Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 944,000 points. And in 7th, we have Panda over at the Roadside with 971,000 points. Kicking off that 1 million point club in 6th, though, is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,006,000 points. With 1,026,000 points in 5th, we have Bergar over at Southtown Lanes. In 4th place, we have Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,058,000 points. 3rd place is Devoided over at the Roadside with 1,091,000 points. With 1,169,000 points in 2nd, it's Chapster over at Moe's. And in 1st, we have Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 1,462,000 points.
Good job to all of those players killing it on those PGL nights.
Oh,
Hopefully you guys can earn some of those PGL points on those e-tip boards. But onto the location side of these standings. 10th place is the Miltona Liquor Store with 2,630,000 points. With 2,689,000 points in 9th place, we got VFW Austin. 8th place is Corner Bar and Grill Winstead with 2,833,000 points. With 2,840,000 points in 7th place, we get LJ's in Miltona. 6th place is the Maple Liquor Store with 2,981,000 points. With 3,270,000 points in 5th place, we got the Cabin Bar in Nicolette. 4th place is Poppers in Virginia with 3,556,000 points. With 3,624,000 points in 3rd place, we got VFW Northfield. 2nd place, Big Time Riser in these standings and just keeps on earning more points. We got the Friendly Buffalo and Big Lake with 3,708,000 points. But that number one location with an over 1 million point lead is Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,753,000 points. Definitely some great stuff to those locations and players. And the next PGL points are a little bit away. But where is your weekend watch list for this week? I'm going with Maple Liquor Store. I'm watching out for. I think they're going to be trying to get into that 3 million point club, and that may even push them higher up in their standings. And then onto the players side of things, I'm going to go with Bergar. He's been bumped back the last few weeks, and I think he's going to be coming back for vengeance.
I'm saying the same thing about Brizo. We saw him make a good push forward and then get pushed back, so I think we're going to be seeing him going for the comeback. On the location side of things, I'm looking at LJ's in Miltona. They are not too far ahead of Corner Bar and Grill Winstead, so I want to watch out for a tie possibly forming.
Ooh, okay. We'll be watching out for that stuff as those PGL nights come and go. But if you guys want to stay up to date with everything Pilot Games, you guys got to give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. Click on that and you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also click our website link on our Facebook page to see our link tree. It has links to bar locations, other socials, and more there as well. So definitely an awesome place to go check out. Go search up Pilot Games on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, but it is time for you guys. You only have 10 minutes left to get enrolled into a little bit of Vikings bingo, so it's time for the most important part of the broadcast. We're currently spotlighting an awesome charity and player, and we're currently spotlighting Crystal, who is playing over at Friendly Buffalo, took home a jackpot of $6,584. Everyone who plays at the Friendly Buffalo supports the awesome charity, the American Legion Post 147 Big Lake. Their mission statement is to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit to posterity in the principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our comradeship by our devotion to mutual helpfulness. You guys have just 10 minutes left to get enrolled into a little bit of Vikings bingo, so just keep in mind that whenever you guys play pilot games, your community wins.
See you in 10.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls. Hey guys, and I'm here for a little bit of Vikings bingo. This should be some real fun stuff as you guys are getting enrolled. and pressing play. But I am broadcasting live to you right now on your Pilot TVs, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So hopefully you guys are checking those out, and let us know how you're feeling about the games that you're playing right now. You should be feeling pretty good as you're right now getting enrolled into a game that has $33,200 of total prizes. Should be an absolute blast. But I mentioned those Pilot TVs, and we've actually put in some brand new Pilot TVs at some really, really nice locations. And that's Thumper's Pond Resort, the Woodshed Bar and Grill, the Dugout Bar and Grill Dent, Silver Moon Lodge, Starbuck VFW, Super Bowl, and the Hay Creek Campground. Good job to all you guys getting those Pilot TVs. And we are in this very first game of Vikings Bingo. Let's check out what that line and large M is sitting at. We got $32 available on both those must-go prizes, as we have $33,128 available on that coverall. We see a bunch of players out there 2 balls away, and we'll see if they can get the win. But we do have some players that got some real big wins over just yesterday. We've given out 35 jackpot wins over the last 7 days and 434 jackpots during this season 12. But the 3 that went out yesterday were really, really nice ones, as they were all over $1,000. The first one went out to JLR at Beck's Pub. Before I get into the exact money amount, we do have a split win, as we have Sergeant 6 over at Redgo, DeGaulle over at Polar Lounge, and B-Dog over at Main Street Pub, splitting up that $32 line prize. Good job to all of our winners as we now work on this large M. But JLR was able to take home $7,277 yesterday, the largest jackpot of yesterday. The next one that went out to Cujo over at Neeson's Riverside Sports Bar, taking home $1,481. And then that final jackpot that went out on Thursday went out to Kay Hayes over at HR Pesties, taking home $5,976. All of them really, really great jackpots, and good job to all of our jackpot winners yesterday. Hopefully we can see some even bigger jackpot winners today, as I'm hoping to be able to give out this over 33 grand jackpot. But if you guys aren't going after these jackpots, you guys should be going after our jackpots in our E-Tabs. Pilot just released a new E-Tab game, and it's called Van Gogh Dough. You guys can even check in on Facebook and let us know how you like that new game if you guys have already played it. The gallery bonus super fun, and all the art design even better. It's just a really, really cool E-Tab game. We are still working on this $32 large M. Players are 1 ball away, as we got TG Vikes, Hippie, Moo, Yags 370, big time player. Good to see you, Yags. And Q21. We'll see who gets the win, as we have now moved past that coverall jackpot to a $48 must-go, which means all those jackpots are growing and rolling into this next game. But we do have Fifi as well as Tig splitting up that must-go prize of $32. Fifi over at the Chili Lime, and Tig over at Main Street Pub. But we do have that must-go prize going out, and that prize is going out to a big-time player. One of our top players in these lunchtime bingo standings, Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine, is taking home $48. Good job to all of our winners in this game number 1 of Vikings Bingo. You guys are about to get enrolled into a game number 2, so hopefully you guys are getting enrolled, press and play, and getting after it in this game. But to continue on with a little bit of Pilot news, and if you guys want to stay up to date with every Pilot news you possibly could want, give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. It's that easy to stay up to date with Pilot Games. I'll search up Pilot Games, click on our logo, and you'll be able to see our page right there. You'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, as well as a link tree, which has links to bar locations, our socials, and PGL.world. There's so much more there that I didn't even list on that on that Facebook page. So check it out and see what you guys can get out of it. It's a really, really great site that we love seeing all you great players out there checking in with. We got 2 minutes to get enrolled in this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. Not Game Day Bingo. That's what we normally play during our happy hour. A little bit of Vikings Bingo that you're getting enrolled to, where we have 33 grand available. And we'll be playing this Vikings Bingo from 12 all the way till 1 o'clock. After that, we get into the Game Day Bingo that runs from 1 to 4. Now, that's going to be unhosted. No host is going to be announcing the winners from that game. But you will have an opportunity at a mega prize of $10,000 you could take home in 45 balls or less, a major prize of $1,833 you could take home in 49 balls or less, and a minor prize that's starting off at a clean slate that you can take home at 52 balls or less. But that minor prize always goes out pretty quickly, as it clicks up 2 balls every single game until it ends up going out and reverting back to that 52 ball amount. And that will lead you right into our happy hour bingo, where we play a bunch of really great games. 2 of them are lucky for bingo, though, and they bracket those games of Game Day Bingo in between. The first chance at that $44,000 jackpot in Lucky 4 is at 4 p.m., and if it doesn't go out there, you'll have another opportunity at 6 p.m. In between is that Game Day Bingo 50-cent card edition, where all those jackpots that you tried to win from 1 to 4, if they didn't go out, they will be growing and rolling into that time. After happy hour, though, you get into Skull Bingo, some of my personally favorite bingo that you can get after, as it runs from 6 all the way till 10, and there's 3 different jackpot progressives on it, and the ball counts never change, so you can win it at any money amount. The line prize is sitting at $73 you could take home in 10 balls or less. The large frame sitting at $495 you take home in 45 balls or less, and that coverall is sitting at $18,782. It was a highlight jackpot during our Cup of Joe, and you could take that home in 50 balls or less. Definitely some great bingo happening during all of today, and we have some great specialty nights coming up this weekend. The first specialty night is, there's only one specialty night this weekend, and that's Vikings Game Day. It's happening this Sunday at noon, as we're going to play a little bit of Vikings bingo and a little bit of Game Day bingo all the way up until that Vikings halftime, where we'll be keeping track of all the updates that happen during that game. But we have some other specialty nights during the week that actually you can earn PGL points for. And before I get into those great specialty nights, I got to get into the prizes that you have available in this game number 2 of Vikings Bingo. We have a $36 line and large M, as that line prize is going out to Lulu, as well as TR Bone. TR Bone over at Poppers and Lulu over at Bleachers, both of them splitting up $36. But that coverall is looking really good, as it's sitting at $33,318. Should be some awesome stuff, as we got Terjer already 5 balls away, hoping to give out this large M quickly, so we have a nice run up at this coverall. But the other specialty nights that I hinted at that happened during the week, the first one that's coming up next week is MegaSota Game Night. It starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and Tony and Nikki bring the best PGL game action, as well as some great prizes. But they were not able to give out their best prize, $50,043 available in their grand finale game of Jackpot Jungle. You guys can take home that prize in 54 balls or less, so make sure you guys are coming out for next week's MegaSota Game Night next Tuesday. But right after that, the following night, you got Wild Wednesday, where me and Will, we come live and give out a bunch of PGL points, as well as play some really great games and give out some great prizes as well. And that runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. And our grand finale is a little bit of Wipeout Blackout, where you have 3 different jackpots available. But we do have a large M winner in this game number 2 of Vikings Bingo, and it's that $36 must-go large M going out to Curb over at Adagio's. If that player is Kirby, you're going to want to change your name to the Y at the end so that you're earning points for this lunchtime bingo standings. We do have a great run-up at this coverall, as we got that large M out before it hit 40 balls. And so we'll see 4 balls away for a bunch of these players. Now Terjer, who we've been talking about a little bit throughout this game, now 3 balls away. Ooh, Sizzle looking really good in this one. We'll see if it can go out. Sizzle's still in line. Let's see. Right here is your last opportunity. And we are moving past it. We were so close for it to go out, but $55 is not a bad must-go coverall